Hello, testing, testing, testing. Hello, testing, testing, testing. Hello, testing, testing, testing. There we go, that should work. Where's the share button? There we go. Why do I have no sound? There we go. There we go. This is the one-shot qualifying for the sprint race, and we're seeing at the minute FER Bowden is on top while I just finish sorting this out and posting the links everywhere. Home Grand Prix for a lot of the drivers here today. Do, 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 do. There we go. Everything should be sorted now. That took very, very long to sort out because it's a pain in the arse. There we go. As we now see, the drivers are all lined up, ready for the sprint race. It will be me for the foreseeable future commentating over F1 races as Evan as PSGL. So yeah. I think that all the drivers are going to be starting on the tires they started on in the one-shot qualifying. So that's going to be nice to see. And then in the actual race, all going to have free tire choice with dynamic weather. As now we see, as the grid is lined up as a Darpool, Bolin making up the front row, Andrea and Lars right behind him on the second row of the grid, Grill and Kazizel, Fuzlio and Tito, Ismet, Mix, and Aroka, Joey and Jensen. That is a place to watch out for there, as both of those drivers are actually insanely quick. Fleddy and Will Murdoch, Noah Jones and Lerb, Dutch Missile and CPI Daniel. "18 corners on the track here for the drivers to take around today. Around this track, famous corners, Maggots and Beckett's, Cops as well, as they're just going around there, where we had that incident where Verstappen was in the wall. Look at that, going through Maggots and Beckett's. Lovely corners, lovely to drive in the game as well. Setups will be making sure the drivers fly and fly through there. Look at that weaving as they go down the straight. That is pretty incredible sight. Reaching top speeds down that before I think it's at the end of the Hanger Straight, 330 kilometers an hour for turn 15. Heading towards the grid now is a Darpool. Needs to make sure his tyres don't get cold, because they will get very, very cold. Lap length of 3.66 miles, 5.8 kilometers. As we're now going to see the sprint race, 25% race, get underway. Full throttle of 70%. As the drivers are all lined up, ready for the race. Lights out and away we go. That is a great start for Bowden there as they head down into turn 1. What's going to happen here? Ooh, it's all looking very, very nice so far. They'll go down. Oh, that's a nice move by the McLaren as well. As we're seeing Lars up one place there. Heading into the Wellington Straight. Any driver is going to make any contact at the back of the grid. Going to be on board here with Andrea as he fights to defend. Heading around Brooklands into Luffield. Need to go as wide as possible there to get the best exit possible. That is wheel to wheel. He's going to get squeezed down the old pit straight. The Bovril driver of Loeb, he needs to have more Bovril in that car there. Yep, definitely Roy Mitchell, man. Definitely. Heading to Maggots and Beckett's. That is very nice indeed, as Bolin is leading. Bolin leads the race, followed by Darpool, Lars and Andrea. Oh, that was close there to a crash at turn 15. At the head into the 16, 17. Oh, no, that's a big crash. Oh, look at his ghosting there. That is not a good place to overtake. And he is going to be compromised there, Andrea. As I head through turn 1, 2 and 3. Here to go into turn 3. Very late braking there. Lars, very, very good driver, Lars is, especially after what I seen last in Japan when I was commentating, where he did some Tokyo drift around turn 1 and 2. Heading down to Wellington Straight for the second time, going into Brooklands. Let me just see if I can have the Twitter thing. Yep, there we go. That's sorted. As they now head around Cops Grill there. Any drivers going to go very wide, very easy to pick up a warning around it. Into Maggots and Beckett's. Now down the Hanger Straight, on board with Lars, taking that curve nice. He hits the apex well. Try not to pick up a warning there. Into 16 and 17, very easy lock up. 17 a long right hander, and then around 18 down the Hamilton Straight now. The newly named Hamilton Straight, as drivers are coming in for a pit stop. Who is that into the pits? Might see a battle here as the Aston Martin. It's close. As Jensen, the Dutch Missile and Loeb are all coming in for a change of tyre. Loeb wants some more Bovril. As the Aston Martin and Alfa Romeo are wheel to wheel here. Going around Luffield, the long right-hander. traction is very, very difficult to get right there. Use all that curb on the left-hand side. Then go back across here. Go as close as you can to that wall without getting any validation. Flat out through cobs and downshift for good measure for Fled. And afterwards a bit extra weight that's on the car. Gone a bit wide there, here's Fleddy, as we now go up the field. So now see Will Murdoch is looking very, very close. We're going to be overtaken maybe by Noah Jones. Oh, yes he is. That guy went into the pits. Joey into the pits along with Noah Jones and Fleddy. Going around 18. Tedo got a bit very squirrely there. Going on turn 1. Very easy to crash here if you take it weird. Very easy. Will Murdoch up 5 on the mediums. Let's have a look at people's tyres. People of pit is down to Bolin. I think he was in the lead. Yes, he is on the mediums now, but he has a massive. No, he doesn't have a massive gap, does he, Joey? So yeah, that's going to be very, very strange. Ooh, that's very squirrely from Will Murdoch. So now going to go on board with Aroka as he goes around cups. Nice, they done. Oh, there's a battle here. Let's watch this. It's Max, Kazuzo and Grill. Is Max off the Red Bull going to make a move here? Unlike Verstappen in the real life Silverstone thing where he made 0 moves because he was out of the race after lap 1. And he moves in. Oh, as they're driving, but that looked like a pit. Oh, that was very close. I think Max nearly just did a Lewis Hamilton in Canada. Wow. As Lars now leads the race on full lap old softs. Got a nice gap behind to his teammate. Aroka trailing behind in the Haas. Then Tedo and Daniel. I know we have the medium runners as a Darple wasn't in net P1, I think, if I'm correct. Bolin must have had an incident. Now let's go have a look at people's positions. CPI Daniel already picking up a penalty here. Can't be very easy to pick up penalties around Silverstone, especially in cops and yeah, also there. That was a very, very strange by Daniel. Going down the Wellington Straight is Bolin. Not yeah, Bolin, yeah. A nice train is forming behind. We're going to see a lot of that. Let's go look at this train that's formed here. That Joey is forming it on those soft compact tyres, but we've had a crash. Oh no, that is a Darple. He's retired. A Darple, the guy who was in net P1, has crashed at Luffield. His car is completely gone. It's just stuck in reverse. Okay. As drivers are all going to come into the pit. The people who are yet to pit. Now let's have a look. Yep. Everyone apart from Bruce Leo has yet to pit. CPI Daniel coming in for its stop. Bolin is now the lead of the sprint race. No, Lars is. It's going to be close between Lars. Is it going to be close? It is going to be close. Let's watch this. Oh, it's just about. Oh, Bolin. He just makes it just. As he goes on the Wellington Straight, Lars, it does not have the gap to gain there. But he does have the fresher tyres by 1 lap. This could prove pivotal at the end of the sprint race, as the fight for P1 goes on. The Speed King, that is what it effectively is called in real life. I guess we'll call it that in this. But yeah, there's now a gap of 5 tenths, and a DRS train looks like it's about to form. Going through maggots, Beckett's there, hitting the apexes nicely. The car just has so much grip and downforce as it flies through. Using the curb at Church. Nicely done. But this is going to be Lars having a look into 15. Can he have a look into 16 and 17 maybe? I think he's too far back. 3/10 back. Nicely done by both drivers. But now we get a Haas of Gwil also forming behind, as Fusto is still yet to pit here. This is very, very strange. Ooh, nice lock up a good measure for Gwil. He went very, very wide. Sector 3, there's a crash. CPI Daniel reset the track. Caught on stream there, not good for him. So now seeing a battle here of the Aston Martin of Andrea right behind Fleddy. Is going to be any moves done here. We're going to sit on board. Look at this. Will Murdoch on the Dutch missile. That got very, very close. The Dutch missile not yielding a position there. Getting caught up by Will Murdoch. Is the Dutch missile going to have a look back? No, he's not. He's too far behind. But there is a massive train that's forming as the drivers cannot overtake because of a DRS train building. Is maybe Fleddy going to have a look at Lerp here? Fleddy on fresh softs compared to Lerp and Tedo. That got very, very squirrely. As the drivers are looking to make up as many positions as they can for the grid, for the real race. Is Jensen going to look at the back of Joey here? Let's go on board with him. Into 17. Need to use as much curb as possible, getting all the way up to that soft curb as Max sets a 1:27.8. Nicely done by him. As the DRS train is formed up the top here. Ooh, that's a Mercedes going very, very wide. The Red Bull as a yellow flag. CPI Daniel retired. On board into Brooklands. Ooh, because this was made the move done. That was very, very nicely done. But also very aggressive as it forced Max into a pocket of nowhere. Is he going to have a look into cops? Anyone going to have a look? No, they are not. As we have 6 laps, 5.5 laps to go here, heading into Magazine Beckett's. Fusdo surely has to come into the pit stop now. How many? He's pitted. No, he has not. What is he doing? Is he going to try and take them to the end of the race? As Bowden is having a look at Lars here. Is any move going to be done here? Braking late is Gwyn and Kazizel. This is a real scrap here at Silverstone. There we go, just a quick water break as the drive is going down the old pit straight where Fusio is anyway. He has a 24-second advantage. Does he have to pit? I have honestly no idea, but I am pretty sure you do. I don't think he knows that, but yeah, there's a huge train that is just formed there. Look at that train, if we can get a better angle of it. From a helicopter view maybe? I don't know. Going down the old pit straight when Silverstone was changed. Going on cups. Very nicely done by Joey. Oh, here we go. Fruzio is going to come into the pits here. Let's stay on board with Lars, his McLaren teammate. And see where Fruzio comes out. But we're going to have a helicopter, a nice view here. Heading into Abbey. Braking very nicely indeed. You see that brake input and throttle and put dancing the car around, heading down a Hamilton straight under that new bridge that has been built in 2020. Down turn 1, and Fuzio is going to come out in a very, very bad place. Let's see where he came out. He's going wheel to wheel with Joey into turn 2. Ooh, into turn 3. Ooh, that looks literally in the Chewer's gearboxes. Is he going to make a move here, though, on Joey? This guy's going to be on fresh tyres compared to everyone else. As they zoom down into Brooklands, and that might be a crash. No, it's not. Going around Lovefield. Is there going to be... Oh, he's had a look here as Fuzio going down Old Pitch Straight now. Is any move going to be done to cops here? Any drivers going to be brave and committed? No, they're not so far. As we now see maybe a thing for the lead here, as Bonan's only 5 tenths back. A lovely view of the curb camera. 5 tenths behind is Bonan. Can he get a move done? He has 70% ERS compared to Lars' 50%. As they go round 15 here, going past the pit entry. Any move's going to be done. Look at that braking. Oh, that looks very, very scary when you look from behind. Stay on board here with the driver of Olin. Oh, and that's a crash. That is Bovril, man, is round. He has slipped on Bovril on the track. It's like Mario Kart with the ink. Well, he said it's Bovril. Heading around turn 3 here is Will Murdoch having a look at the McLaren of Fuzio. We're going to stay on board here with him as he goes down the Wellington Straight. He should get a move done here. Is he going to get another move done? We will find out. No, but he should have Fuzio here as he sends him wide up to the curb. And here we go. He gets the move done into Luffield. As Joey may be able to have a look at Jensen here if he gets his stuff together. But now we're going to go and have a look at Bowden as he's only 3 tenths behind now. 3 tenths behind Lars. If he gets a good Maggotts at Beckett's here, it needs to have good Beckett's. Nicely done. Lars looked a bit compromised there on exit. Now, will there be a move done into Sir 15? It looks close. It is gaining and gaining and gaining. But there's going to have to be one more lap for Bowden here. I think he might have timed this perfectly, but he's being pushed along by the Haas and of Grill and Max, all chasing the pack for the Sprint King. To now go around turn 1, braking around 80 meters. Does he now go whoop to the curb of turn 3, hitting that apex very nicely. Oh, is that going to be a Mercedes of Kazizel making up a move? No, he gets very, very squirrely there as he made contact. Is any move going to be done here? No, they're not, as Bowden is going to probably wait until the Wellington Straight. I mean, the Hanger Straight. I mean, the Squill and Max and Kazizel all fighting for positions. Let's watch from behind of Lars as he goes around Cops. Can he get a move done and be the Speed King? Go around Maggotts, hitting the apexes nicely. Beckett's there, very nicely done. Bowden looks compromised, looks very, very compromised there. Is any moves going to be done into 15? Bowden is going to go for the move. He gets the move done. But is Lars going to have a look back? No, there's not. This could be anyone's race here. One mistake and you could be starting P7 or P8. This is insane. As we now head to the final lap, we go around turn 1 for the last time into the race. Heading it around into turn 3, braking very late. Lars is in a gap here. We had a look. He might have compromised his exit there as he heads down the Wellington Straight. There they go, the drivers, for one last DRS on the Wellington Straight. Is anyone going to make a move into Brooklands? No, they're not. Not that I know of. Around left field. We're going to on board here with Max at a maximum. We're going to go on board with Gazoo, in fact, so we can see all of the action that's ahead of us. As they go around cops for the last time. Overtake should be on here as the drivers want to make a move, maybe. Going into Maggots and Beckett. Oh, that's very wide by the Mercedes. Very lucky not to pick up a penalty. Into Maggots. Hit the apex nicely. Gazoo did there. Max had a compromised exit. Use all the curb. Is anyone going to make a move? I'm going to go on board with Lars. Can he make a move into 15? He's going to send it up the inside. He might be able to get a move done if you could send it here. He could go inside or outside. He's going to stay around the outside. He's not going to be able to get a move done here, unfortunately, as Bolin is going to take the Sprint King Award here at Formula Sim Series for the Britain Sprint Race. As the drivers, oh, that is a Red Bull around. What's happened there? Not sure. As we now see the final classification of the Britain Sprint Race is coming up very shortly, but that is 3 extra points to Bolin for the Sprint King. Driver today, Jensen, apparently. Here we go. The classification for the Formula Sim Series Britain Sprint Race of Bolin, Lars and Grill making up the podium. Max, Gazizel, Jensen, Joey, Frieslev, Aroka and Noah making up the top 10. And finally, the back markers, Dutch Missile, Fleddy, Andrea, Tedu, Bottlman, CPI Daniel and Adarpo, who had a crash at Luffield.
Yep, Bovril, Jimmy Allen. We all love Bovril here at Formula Sim Series. We shall be with you shortly for the official race there after the sprint race. All the viewers watching right now, I all want you to put Bovril in the chat so we can support Lerp here in the next race. It will mean a lot to him. as now the formation lap is underway for the 50% race here today. As Bonin was the speed king in the sprint race. As now can see the standing order on your right, on your left. Drivers are now going to head around Cops for the first time. That is going to be a real battle on lap 1. So now go to Maggots, Beckett's, and then Chapel. Ready for the hanger straight, where the drivers will reach 350 kilometers an hour. Thank you, Milan. I know that you're a fraud. Cheers, mate. You know. They're now going around Stowe. The drivers will be trying not to track extend here on the left hand side. As Grill is already going for it there. Okay. Intervale, got to brake very late on the brakes, so you do not lose out on any positions. Milan, I'd like you to also comment Bovril to support Lerb, you know, so comment Bovril, please, if you hear it. I needs the messages, because he's not very good. As the drivers are lining up on the Hamilton straight, ready for lights out. Engines are revving at 4,300 RPM. They'll reach around 12,000 RPM for the perfect race start. Green flags are waving very shortly. Lerb to crash at 1.01. Yes. Thank you, Road. All coming to Bovril. Here we go. What has happened here? I have no idea, but we've been glitched. 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and away we go for the British Grand Prix. Oh, that is a nice start from Lars as they head into turn 1. Here they go, around turn 1 into turn 2. Oh, that gets very wide there. The Mercedes of who is that? Kazizel going very wide. There's a lot of dirt being kicked up as the track is very dirty. Drivers going around Chapel. Not Chapel, I mean Int Farm. Here they go, around the Wellington Straight. Into Brooklands, here they are. Let's have a look at the position changes. So far, anyone made up a few places? Yes, Adarpal making up 5 places. Le Blast here, yep. So here they go, around Maggots and Beckett's and then Chapel, then for the hanger straight, down into Stowe. Drivers reaching 350 kilometers an hour. As I said, oh, that goes very wide from Lars. He kicked up a lot of dirt there. Is any things happening behind here? Let's have a look. Joey and Jensen are in each other's gearbox. Heading around Stowe here, very fast for a right corner. That was a track limit from Lars, I agree. Definitely. It was. Yeah, here they go. And the Vale chicane around Club now to the Hamilton Straight. Drivers are going to be zooming down into Abbey Corner. Here they go, looking at camera angle. We see the grip of F1 cars as shown there. Let's have a look. There is the Dutch Missile, the Dutch Fraud is in P13. Looks like his setups are not any good. Bolin is now ahead of Max. Into Brooklands they go. Just listen to the rev of that car. Going around the field. Here they go. Around Cops. Oh, Oh, hey, that was very, very thingy. The Dutch missile, there we go. We got his near on board because watching through Maggots and Beckett's. There he goes. Can he hit the apexes? Oh, he's struggling there a bit, mate. He's struggling a bit. Doesn't use as much game on Chapel. Is he going to get overtaken? He actually might be overtaken by Fleddy, the Dutch missile into Stowe. Is it going to be a move done? No, he's not. I think he's too scared to overtake his I-Fort leader. Oh, that's a red butt of CPI. Daniel, that's a track limit, surely. As we're looking at the Mazepins at the back of the field. As they're now going down the Hamilton Straight. Oh, yay. That is a light up the rear Tokyo drift spin for CPI Daniel. Unfortunate for him, but he should be very careful there because those tyres will be about 1000 degrees. Going down the Wellington Straight, here is on board with Max on top of his Halo. The life-saving piece of equipment that has saved multiple drivers' lives in the F1. Around the field, then around Woodcut, got to go as close as they can to the barrier there so they get as much speed. Around Cups. Just seeing CPI Daniel in last, followed by Will Murdoch and Lerp ahead. Could be a move done here, maybe from Max. He's 2 tenths behind Bowden. Maybe if he gets a move on up with his overtake, he might be able to get a move into Stowe. I don't think he's going to get a move done. Let's have a look at some more intervals. Anyone close here? Yeah, it's been a pretty boring start to this British Grand Prix, I must say. Not that much has happened. All I know is that the Dutch missile is not doing the best race as per usual. Let's head around Abbey and Farm into Village. Braking very late there. Nicely done. Around the loop. And Aintree is there. Aintree coming up here. Got to hit the apex as much as possible and not pick up a warning. A nice gap Lars has as CPI Daniel comes into the pit. And he's left the session without retiring. Nice one. That is probably you banned. Well, as Max is only 2 tenths behind Bowden there. Is going to be any moves done on the Hanger Straight. Anyone has a compromised exit through Max and Beckett's in the Chapel. You look at the braking, throttling, but there. The drivers are using all of the curb there on exit of Chapel. May as well be a rallycross that. Oh, Bowden and Lars. Bowden gets the move done on Lars. Very nicely done. Into Stowe. Fairly simple move, but Lars may have a look back at him. So now seeing the tyre choice as well, as they all had free tyre choice. Lars on the softs. Very, very bold choice on Lars there, I must say. Bowden on mediums. We'll go through the field and have a look at the tyres. Lars, softs. Gesizzle, softs. Max, mediums, Quill, mediums. Jensen, mediums. Joey on those mediums. Aroka on the mediums. Adapo on the softs. The guy who was net P1 until a crash, which unfortunately put him out of the sprint race at Luffield. I am not sure what happened, but I'm sure the stewards will be looking at it. Is there going to be any moves on? Maybe there is here with Will Murdoch. In fact, Max as well is only 2 tenths behind. This is a real battle here and scrap for the podium places here. Because this was also going to be able to join the pack maybe if Bowden doesn't push these guys along. If Lars is going to have a real look here, that is a fairly simple move. But is Max also going to have a look? No, he's not. Bowden may be able to have a look into the Vale chicane. Nicely done. Good throttle. Control. See ahead. Into the Hamilton straight. 21 more laps to go of racing here in the Formula Sim Series. 50% race after we've had that sprint race, which provided mixed overtaking opportunities for the drivers, as there was a fat DRS train that which was going around the track. Now see, you're on the Wellington straight. Maybe a move done here. Boland. He's going to be a move done. Maybe around Woodcut on the old pit straight. No, that depends on the exit here though. Oh, Max's accelerator's overtake. Is he going to go for a move? No, he's not. Driver's going very... Oh, who was that went very wide? That might have been Jensen. I'm not sure. Might have been a Haas, in fact. But that got very wide. Look at that beautiful helicopter shot. I wish I could do a whole lap of that, but you know, the game doesn't provide me a bottle camera angle choice. So. Heading into Stowe, drivers are literally within each other's gearbox. Maybe a move down here. No. And the Bell chicane coming out the exit of it. No. Here they go. Down the Hamilton straight. Darpool setting a 1:28.7. Drivers for the softs will be coming in for pit stops around about now, from now until I'd say around lap 10. That's when I'd say they pit for the softs. Medium runners will be able to go about 14 to 15 laps. So we will see what happens with strategy very shortly. That is what the sprint races provide. There's a lot of strategy choices, and Max is going to maybe have a look into Brooklands. No, he's not. He doesn't have a gap to do it. Going around the field. Is anyone going to be brave enough to send it around the inside or the outside of Cops? Unlike Max Verstappen did in real life, where he tried to go around the outside and end up in the wall. His own fault. There they go. Drivers. Oh, that was very, very nicely done. Max made up a lot of time there. Hitting Marcus nicely. Can he hit Beckett nicely? He does. Let's stay on board with him, as he may be able to make a move on Bowden. His Bowden he has a lot more overtake than Bowden. Bowden has DRS dragging along by Lars. Oh, as Lars now comes into the pit, so the commentator prediction was actually correct. Not often that happens, I must say. It's maybe now, yep. Is Lars going to try an undercut on the drivers ahead, as they will have effective strategy advantage here as we're on the harder compound. Let's watch Fusio here. He's having a look at Joey. Joey, does he have DRS? No. So maybe Fusio might be able to make a move here. There is a real train building up here. So is Fusio going to be able to get a nice move done on Joey here? Maybe around the Hamilton, not the Hamilton straight, I mean the Hanger straight. Joey broke very early there, mid-corner, and that put... Maybe lose out to Andrea around Nutfield. Andrea gets a very nice exit indeed. On the more worn-out compound tyre, they're going to go side by side into Cops. Oh, and Andrea does a switchback move. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Oh, and Andrea has to back out. That was lovely racing from both drivers there, as that could have ended in severe consequences for both drivers. As Andrea goes across the grass. Yeah, and the two Aston Martins are gaining and gaining and gaining. As Bowden is now only 2 tenths behind. Joey making up some nice positions there. I can't remember where he started in the sprint race, but I'm just not, he was out of the top 10. So he's done very, very well indeed to make up ground. As we're now seeing who is out to the pit, that is Andrea. He must have absolutely been shaken by the Cops incident, where it proved to be really scary, because I would be scared if I was going wheel to wheel into Cops. someone because you don't know what's going to happen. DRS train is floating up there, as you can see, leading by the Alpine down to the Alfa Romeo of Bottleman. Oh, not even Bottleman, he's too far behind, it's Fleddy. Let's have a look who's made the stops here. Oh, we can already see that, can't we? We can see down to Lars, they've all pitted for the mediums. Tenno is surely going to come in for a pit stop now. He must do because he's on the soft tyre. And they are going to be absolutely worn away. No rubber left. Or is it maybe a hammer time for Tenno to make up a few places on the strategy? Lovely camera angle at Stowe as Bowling gets within the gearbox in the Red Bull. As he now headed to the Vale chicane. Any driver going to look for a pit stop? Obviously not. Not yet anyway. Tenno maybe go for a pit. Let's have a look. Yep, he does go for the pit stop. Got a brake down to 60 kilometers an hour. You don't want a speeding ticket. If you get a speeding ticket there, you're in trouble. The two Alpha Towers here, the Dutch Missile might be overtaken here into turn one. He's holding up his teammate severely there. That is what has just gone under. I was wondering that. Oh no, that must be a safety car. We just seen the perfect angle here, viewers, of some guy dying pretty much. That was like, whoa. Like, what the? Can anyone say in the chat, did they see that, or cause it's like in the corner of my eye? I'm not sure what happened. I've just seen some guy go flying. Joey might be able to get overtaken here. Is he getting overtaken down the hanging straight? We will find. Very slow here from Maggis and Beckett. Can he get Beckett's done here? Nicely. He needs to do a good chapel. Joey's gone very wide, and that is going to be an easy move for the McLaren driver. Joey, very, very lackluster there on the exit of Chapel. As the IFR driver of the Dutch Missile lets his teammate through, and he is clean here until he reaches Aroka, which is not really clean here, is it? Because, yeah. As Fuzi though is now going to go into the pit. Does she have any damage? I'm not sure, but Noah Jones is now retired from the session. Now see, this battle for the podium places here really is still going on. They're all scrapping for position. As Suzuka sets a 128.3 on the mediums. Would that be beaten? I have no idea, but possibly. Heading around the field, no driver is within range of a move into cops by the looks of it. Let's have a look down the field. Anyone can have a look? Nope. As Bowling has a very compromised exit there. So Max is maybe going to be able to have a move down the hanger straight if he can get into gear here. Oh, that's a compromised exit on Chapel. He got a bit like bogged down in the gears, so I don't think he's going to get moved. Bonin here is going to go DRS mode. When you get DRS, it depends if he passes CPI Daniel for the DRS detection point, which is much further down. But some drivers will get DRS here. Though. I think Joey may be able to get it if he gets within range. No, he's not. That AI is just going to put a lot of the front runners off. It's a real annoyance that the drivers leave as Max goes very, very wide. We just seen this car there, literally sideways nearly. All the drivers are scrapping here for position as we reach the halfway point of the Formula Sim Series British Grand Prix. Like it is a lot of home Grand Prix for the drivers. As you now head into cups is the leader Bowden of FER. Very good team FER is. They have a lot of drivers and a lot of talent. And FER is on top right here in Formula Sim Series. If it was a team event, as they'll make up the podium places. The two Shazoo teammates are P4, P5, Roca and Will Murdoch. Will Murdoch is making up some nice places here after being let through by his AlphaTauri teammate, or was he let through? I have no idea. That is very nicely done. Will Murdoch had full control of that braking there. That was simply lovely, as a certain Dutchman would say. Heading around turn 1. Got a nice camera angle of that. It's going to be any move down into turn 3. Oh, village. No, there's not, but maybe around the loop. Turn 4. Let's stay on board with the Rogue here. Can he get a move done on Joey? Into Brooklands. Maybe? No, he's not. Joey goes. Just watch Joey there going through Brooklands. He goes a very, very compromised line. He avoids the apex of Brooklands there to carry more speed through. By the looks of it, into the field. So the DRS train is forming up. But we're now seeing the battle still go on for the lead here at Silverstone, as the Red Bull is going to go wheel to wheel down the Hanger Straight, as the Williams now pulls behind Max. But this will change position, of course, because DRS is going to pull P2. So effectively, it's a Mexican standoff, like the Cowboys. Some duel. But also, Grill is getting pulled along here, so if Grill maybe wants to get a move on here, he has a lot more ERS compared to Bowden. He was obviously having to burn it to keep ahead because of the DRS that backside. So yeah, Will Murdoch looking at the back of the house of Roca. He will get a move done down, possibly. As that Red Bull of CPI, I don't know who it is, Daniel, is distracting a lot of the drivers, possibly, as Will Murdoch may have a look into Brooklands. Will he get a move done? No, he will not. But he is within 2/10 into left field. Look at that, Aroka goes very wide out and then comes back in to gain a lot more speed down the old pit straight. In the slipstream is Will Murdoch. Going through Maggots now, down into Beckett's. We're going to stay on board because I think there will be a move done here into Stowe. DRS wide open for Will Murdoch. Will he get the move done? He should do. Yep, very easy move for the sister team of the Red Bull, the AlphaTauri. As Will Murdoch actually comes into the pit. As a lot of drivers now are going to come into the pit. Jensen, who else? Will Murdoch, the Dutch Missile. That is not good for the AlphaTauri team. That is a disaster. An absolute disaster for the AlphaTauri team, because the Dutch Missile is now going to be compromised. So let's watch this now. This is a prime example of teamwork. What? Now he's going to have compromised time. A nice angle of the pit exit there. The Dutch Missile will come out in dead last, probably. Two Aston Martins are scrapping with each other here. Teddo and Andrea. Joey on fresh softs here. He's going to be one to watch with Jensen. But now Joey has traffic between him and Jensen. That's not very good for Joey. Fusio may have thrown a lot of people by surprise here. But Jensen is in a very nice place there. He needs to get past Darpool though. Easy. Will he get past him here? Let's stay on board with the Sue driver of Jensen. Very, very fast driver, I must say. Very talented as well. Going around cops. Nicely done. Go through Maggots now. Lovely camera angle we got there provided to us. Should get an easy move done down the hack straight. Within the gearbox of, there's a yellow flag sector 2. The Dutch Missile is retired from the race. Oh, that's a safety car. The Dutch Missile has caused a safety car. I repeat, the Dutch Missile has caused a safety car. What an absolute disaster from the Dutchman, and that is now going to throw strategy completely out the window, as Jensen is now going to be in the lead. Wow, that is literally like the biggest... Is it going to... Oh, no, is he? No. Jensen is now completely done here. I can't remember what place Jensen was, though, because... Yeah, that's not good for Jensen, though. I'm pretty sure. Wow. I'm not sure what happened, but the Dutch Missile has done what his idol did, but the opposite way of the track. That's not good. You now have a safety car for around Silverstone. That would have been a nasty crash as well at that pace. If any of the viewers are still here, then let's see what has been the highlight of the race so far, or say who it is watching. I want to see the viewers, who the viewers are, and we can have a discussion, because the safety cars get very, very boring. They just sit here and they drive very slow. Is Milan still here? Milan, are you here? Type in the chat if you're here. The drivers are all lined up nearly, and I have no idea what CPI Daniel is doing, but is that going to interfere with the safety car restart? Possibly. Hello to all the viewers that are watching. We've had a lot of viewers so far this stream. As the AI is setting burning pace here. This is better, more faster than Hootlar and Mads in F3, the absolute icons of F3 here. As we are 6 people watching. Hello to all the people that are watching here, wherever you are. The drivers are lining up under safety car conditions behind that Aston Martin in wonderful British green, racing green. It does look like a lovely Aston Martin. The green underneath, that looks very stupid, I think. The safety car will not be in this lap, as the Red Bull of the AI of CPI Daniel needs to catch up. He goes into neutral. Very strange. Look at that. We get a perfect angle of the safety car. We have 9 laps to go. How many green flag laps we will have? I have no idea. I am not Michael Massey, sir. If only I could be Michael Massey, then some things would have changed. So yeah. Start seeing the Darpool does have a penalty. What penalty does he have? Let's take a look. That is very nasty indeed. Ignoring yellow flags. What? Huh? Oh, there must be some dodgy business going on here. I have no idea what's going on. Very strange. Very, very strange. Drivers, you're going to be hearing drivers rev up their engines as they're going to be wanting to lose that extra fuel they've acquired. Going very slow like this. The head around the field, and Woodcut used to be a corner effectively, but now it's not. It's been eliminated. Wow, look, well, that makes me sick. I am not watching that because Jesus. This is literally like London rush hour. Because drivers are literally like 4 wide abreast on the track. But yeah, the safety car should be coming in his lap. So let's go to you, the front. For any dodgy business, yep, safety car on his lap, and let's watch. The drivers are going to go very, very slowly and creep around. Look at that. These literally, oh my, they're literally 90 degrees. Let's watch his throttle input as well. We'll see if he slows down. Any dodgy business. Just look at that. That could end in disaster. But drivers as he's now going to go. Max is, as the safety car is in, around Stowe. Here they go, into the Vale chicane. 5-second penalty for Stu Jensen. What has happened behind? I have no idea. But we're going to keep going behind and having a look. As they head around Club into the Hamilton Straight, here they go. Anyone going to crash? Into Abbey. Let's have a look. Everyone gets through very nice so far. We get Joey RC going to have a look at Fleddy. He's going to send it a move down into Village. Around the loop. Can he get a move done around turn 4 in the loop? Wheel to wheel, Joey and IFR driver Fleddy. He's going to be moving to Brooklands as Joey's going to look around the outside. He's going to go around the outside. The door is going to be slammed shut by Fleddy though. Joey has to go on off track a bit around Luffield. Is there going to be a move done? No, there's not. Oh, Fleddy gets very wide, and that is a door pull out of the race, I think. Oh no. What has happened there? We're on board with Joey though. He's going to get a move done into Cops. I have no idea, but maybe into Magnus and Beckett says Fleddy goes very wide. Joey needs to make a move here if he wants to get further up the field. Within each other's gearbox they are, Fleddy and Joey. As they head down the Hanger Straight. Oh, we're going to stay on board here as well. Is Joey able to make a move into Stowe? Will he or will he not? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Maybe into Vale. He breaks very late. Or if Fleddy has a compromised Stowe. He does have a compromised Stowe. Joey maybe ever looking up into the chicane. No, he's not. He needs to wait until DRS is enabled. Fastest lap set by Max, 1:27 on the dot. As Darpool goes into pit, the tyres already. CPI Daniel is obviously in AI mode and he's out of the race. Ooh, that was frantic. Now we're going to go on board with Grill here, following FBR Bowling. As now Max has built a serious gap. He is in the horizon and keeps on building a gap. Head into Brooklands. Let's see if any drivers, because this will maybe even going to look at Joey. If Joey has a compromised exit out of Luffield, maybe Joey goes very wide and Fleddy as well. We're now seeing the difference in line as Kazizzle goes very tight to Luffield. Kazizzle using all of that overtake as they go around Woodcut down to Main Straight, the old pit straight. Around Cops, Joey goes very wide there. Lucky to not pick up a penalty. Into Maggots, 2 turns behind is Kazizzle. In gear 5, that is not what you want to be in really around there. at Chapel, as Kazizel is now has a train behind him here, as Lars is going to have a look as well. He's lost out under the safety car. As that made everyone pit. Joey picks up a penalty surely. No, he does not. Into the Bell chicane they go. Darpool leaves the session. DRS is now enabled, so we're going to get a lot of moves done. We're going to sit with this midfield battle here. This is providing the best entertainment, as the battle for the lead is pretty much been won by Max. Which at the commentator's curse, I don't know. Kazizel. Oh, that's a locker from Joey. And Kazizel breaks very well indeed. As the DRS will be enabled for a lot of these drivers. We're going to get a perfect angle here. If anyone makes a move into Brooklands or into Luffield. Oh, the McLaren gets very, very close. Lars breaks insanely late. I have no idea what went on there, but very, very close indeed. Joey is looking all over the back of Fleddy. He's getting pushed along by the slipstream. He's going to get moved under the cops. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, maybe a switch back into Maggots and Beckett's coming up. They're going to go wheel to wheel nearly into Maggots and Beckett's. Joey gets on the curb. That could have ended in a disaster. But down the hanging straight, can Joey get a move done on Fleddy? Fleddy goes very wide, so does Joey on the exit there. And now the Mercedes and the McLaren are going to go for it. It could end up in 3 wide here. Oh, that is Fleddy losing out a lot. As the Mercedes goes for it on Joey, that is contact into Stowe. As now he has to correct mid-corner of Stowe, because Sizzle does. Wow, this is insane. Joey's now going to have the DRS, and he's going to lose out. But Joey's got a gap going around Club down Hampton Straight. Max still leads, followed by Bolin, Grill, Jensen, Fuzio, Aroka, Joey, Kazizel, Fleddy and Lars all making the top 10. 3-second time penalty for Bovrelman. For corner cutting, he should stay on the track. Oh, we're seeing Fleddy going to look to send Lars off track a bit. They go wheel to wheel here. This is they're literally in each other's floor. Going into Brooklands, wheel to wheel. But 2 drivers behind our wheel to wheel as well. Going to Luffield, Lars is going to absolutely send it. But Fleddy's going to go around the outside, and now he's squeezed out. But now it's going to be a move done into cops here by any of the drivers. No, there's not. But maybe into Maggots and Beckett. What a battle this is. I must say, the midfield battle is instrumental as Fuzio loses out there to Roca, who gets the move done very nicely indeed. Joey's going to have to defend from Kazizel. Kazizel is going to go send it to the inside of Stowe. He does get the move done nicely indeed. Joey now 1-10 behind, 3-second time penalty. We caught him in 4K there, extending the track. As now Fleddy's going to make the move on Will Murdoch, but Will Murdoch is going to come back at him on the exit of the chicane around Club. Will Murdoch is in P10. But now Andrea is going to go make a move down into Abbey maybe. He's going to have a look and wait, maybe make a move into Village. Would he get the move done to Village? Let's have a look at this camera angle. Yes, he should do. But no, the door is slammed shut by Fleddy, who has a 5-second time penalty. Joey may be able to have move back at Kazizel here with DRS activated. Kazizel doesn't have DRS as it's only a 10th out of it. Into Brooklyn, Joey's going to have a look. Joey is normally a very aggressive driver and gets moves done. He's around Luffield here. Can Joey get a move done? Around the hanging straight next. 3.5 laps to go. Here at Silverstone, it's been an epic race so far. As maybe we might get moved into Maggots and Beckett. Joey 3/10 behind. Yep, Isma is a very, very fast driver. I must say, look at the gap he's built there, and FDR supporting FDR. An FDR podium. Very nicely done from the FDR drivers. It's Joey, the league owner, is in the Village, the Bell chicane. Lars are going to have a look at Joey in the club, maybe. Joey used the curb. Joey now pulls away, using that ERS possibly. Will there be a move done here by Lars? I am not sure. But this, I am going to lose my voice by the end of this race because I have non-stop talk for God knows how long. But this is proven to be an absolute battle here as they go down the Wellington Straight. The fight for points is really on, but Grill may be able to have a look at Bolin here on the Haggis Straight. So we're going to sit on board with Grill as he goes through the Maggis, Beckett and Chapel section. Fast sector 2 sector. There he goes. Again, gear 6 down to 5. Then upshift very early he does. Lars picks up a penalty. But will a move be done into Stowe here, inside or outside? For Grill, he's going to go for the inside. Jensen is having a look here as well. Jensen maybe to make a move done into the Vale chicane as he's forced very, very, very wide by his own teammate. What a disaster. Jensen gets very scribbly mid-exit of Vale chicane before club. Jensen weaving along the straight, possibly wanting to warm up his tyres. Let's head around Abbey. Here they go. Round farm into the village corner. There's going to be a move done down the Wellington Straight here as the fight for the podium places goes on. And now seeing lots of battles throughout the field thanks to that safety car that was caused by the Dutch missile. As Jensen is going to have a look maybe on this next lap, maybe even has a possibility of a Pete get into gear here. Fans have got a real treat here for these last 10 laps. And I hope the viewers have enjoyed this race as well, because it is really spiced up towards the end, I must say. We're seeing FPR domination. That is what the race has told us, is Jensen is looking for a move. I don't think he has enough time to get a move done there. So let's go down the field. Henry moved under Stowe. Lars are going to have a look around the outside. Kizizel defends the inside, compromises his exit maybe a bit. But Lars are going to send it into the Vale chicane. No, he's not. He's going to force Kizizel into a defensive manoeuvre. On the exit of the Vale chicane, Kizizel and Lars nearly have contact here. As drivers are fighting for position as they go around Abbey here. Renner into farm. Oh, and that is Lars making a nice move at farm. Very nicely done indeed as he heads for the final lap. Jensen is going to have to get desperate here as he heads down the Wellington Straight into Brooklyn. So will there be a move done? Or will there be a move done to Stowe? I think there will be into Stowe for a podium place. Up for grabs here in the Formula Sim Series race. More viewers are watching here. Nice indeed. As they head around Woodcote, not a corner really, these modern day F1 cars due to the instrumental downforce that's on the cars. Intercups pretty much can be flat out on qualifying, not in a race. Used to be last F1 game, I think so anyway. Here they go around Maggots here, Beckett's here, hit the apex nicely. Jensen does, will stay on board with him as he goes around with Chapel. I don't think he's going to have enough time, but he's got to use all of his ERS. Bolin is going to get dragged along here. We're going to go on board with Bolin as he may be having a look into Stowe. May be able to make a move with the Vale chicane, is he? Jensen's too far back to make a move. But Bolin is going to go for it maybe. As he exits the Vale chicane. And Isma is going to win the British Grand Prix with Grill and Bolin making up the podium places. So let's watch behind if there's any more things up for grabs. No, there's not. And as that is the end of the Formula Sim Series British Grand Prix. Isma, a pure dominating performance from him on track today. He's my driver today. Unlike what the game says, he had full control of the car. Simply lovely indeed. So here we go, rounding up the grid. It's now Isma, Grill, Bolin, Jensen, Aroka, Will Murdoch, Fusio, Andrea, Kizizel, Lars, Joey. Out of the points here is Tedo, Fleddy, Lerb, Daniel, Darpo, Dutch Missile and Noah Jones, who
retrospectively retired. Now I will join you next. Oh no, I will not join you next week as it is a break week, and then we have Belgium on the 17th of February. So I hope everyone enjoyed watching the race, and I will see you all later.